2 of rebuilding the Bachmann Lynton. I've got the replacement motor block chassis here that I've designed up and 3D printed. Took a bit of fettling. As you can see, I've got the motor fitted in there with one of the wheel sets fitted in, and they now mesh correctly. So yeah, a bit of adjustment, but all up and running now. So all should be all systems go with reassembly. So let's dive right into that. Okay, we're just going to remove the motor so I can wire in these new wires. That's the one. Just twist these wires. Just try and thread that through the hole. There we go. Lovely. So they're threaded through. Now I'll just do a bit of solder on it. Okay, that's the wires now soldered in, so move those out like that. Nice and free, lovely. Get a wheels, get a wheel. What we'll do is just put a little bit of grease just on the axle there, just to help slide it into the bearing. There we go, lovely. Press the plastic gear back on. That one. There you go. Make sure that was all the way in. Okay, I want to make sure they're quartered properly. There you go, they're both on the same tooth now. Okay, so I think these wires probably need to tuck in under through here, I think. Like that. what I might do is just move this wire around from the bottom and bring it up through the bottom, so it's not rubbing on the axle or the motor. So let's just move this out of the way, thread that underneath. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Right, both wires through. Gears in position. Oh, let's okay, so what I'm now going to do is just using the tip of my soldering iron, just put a couple of little holes in the middle of these little spigots. There we go, and that just helps guide the screws in for when screwing that back together. So we're now going to put the pickups back in. Oh, one of the bearings has come out. Pop that back in. So here we are. So we got the little brass pickups, and they just slot into these little holders at the bottom here, like so. Push that through. Push that through that was already in. Lovely. They got a couple of springs on. One. Two. No. They had little metal casings to go around them as well. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that fits in there for some reason. This one, putting up a fight. There we go, that was in. And then put the spring back in, like that. Lovely. To the other side. Thinking I might need, yeah, so these little brass holders need to go in there somehow. Let's see if these fit back in. Do they just sit in? Do they just hot glue them in, didn't they? I think they just hot glued them in. I might do the same then. Let me just go and heat up the hot glue gun. Okay, no, I realised I've made an error here. They slide in on the bottom, like so, like that. There we go. There you go, and they just slot in like that. There we go, and that just stops the springs from coming out. Lovely. Okay, that's one half done. Let's do the other half. Okay, so those ones aren't going to fit in there by the looks of it. Because they're the exact same size. Okay, I wonder why they're... Oh, they're just set on. Okay, that's why, because I haven't got those bits on. Okay. No worries. Yeah, still just the same though. Still got the springs on them. Lovely. Okay, so what I might do then is, yeah, because I've just noticed these aren't making proper contact, so take these metal tubes out. Put that spring in, that spring in. There we are. Okay, so a little update from the last clip. I've now added on wires to the pickups, as I realised I hadn't done that. So wires have now been put onto the pickups, and then what I'll do is I will solder those onto the main wiring circuit that goes to the lamp and the smoke generator. So what I presume is next is going to be put on the this other half, marry the two sides of the half up together. So if I'm going to see if I can feed that wire through the little wiring hole. A lot of wire is starting to build up coming through this hole now. Let's see if I can get it to come through. Okay, there we are. Pull that tight. How can I do this? There we are, like so. Just getting the quartering right. Okay, lovely. Okay, so make sure I've got the wheels quartered correctly. Put this last wheel on. Make sure they're properly squeezed in. quickly check the gauge. Okay, piece of track, just check. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay, let's put the screw. Okay, we've got the motor block all together. We've got the side frames screwed back on as well. So it's starting to look a lot more like a locomotive now. Going to attach the front plate now on, I think. Let's see how we can get this on. There you go, that's screwed on. Okay, let's put the crank pins back in. And before the little properly end quarter. Okay, so I've done a bit of work off camera just because it was a bit fiddly. So I've now attached both pony trucks, front and rear, and we got all the valve gear operational as well. So if I just quickly switch it on, see that we have got a runner. Okay, so let's get the body on, I think is the next job. Perfect, right, crack on with that. Okay, test track now all cleared, and got the body here. And first thing I probably need to do is need to try and re-solder the cables back together that go to the light and the smoke unit. So let's switch the soldering iron on and wait for that to warm up. Okay, let's get these wires wrapped around, like so, like that. Apply a bit of heat from the soldering iron. Okay, lovely. That's those all connected up, so that means the lamp and the... oh, okay, soldering joint's just broken. Right, give me a second, and when you come back, that'll be all rejoined again. Just give me 1 second. Okay, that is the smoke unit now all soldered in and all working. I gave it a quick test, and yeah, it all operates fine. I haven't bothered soldering the lamp in because the wires have all snapped from that. There's no sort of way to get into it to resolder them. So the lamp unfortunately is a dead duck, but everything else is all soldered. All I need to do now is put the body back on, essentially. I've just got to find out how I can mount it onto the chassis and see what screws I can use and see where I can screw them into. Okay, just so if you give me a few minutes, I'll have a look into that. And there we are. That's one Bachmann limb all put back together again. So let's go outside and give it a test on the layout.